Okay, so at this point, we learned how to integrate our sound sensor to open and close the box. And did some really good debugging there, trying to figure out, we learned that the motor actually makes sounds, so you got to pick the right angle so that it doesn't make sounds, because that could affect the sound sensor. And we also had to add some delays in there to make sure that everything quiets down before it starts looking for sound again, because that can mess everything up. So you can see the sound sensor, it's like pretty easy to wire, but because of all these things that you have to worry about, like when do you want it to look for sound? When do you not want it to look for sound? Did you know that the motor makes sound, so that can mess things up? And so I think it's a really good exercise we just went through in the engineering process. The more that you guys engage with that, the process of like, this is not working, what could it be? And trying different things to figure it out, the better engineers that you're going to be. So I love that we got to do that together. All right, so now what we're going to do, I want to show you how can we combine our ultrasonic sensor, our switch, and also our sound sensor, and maybe even the dial. Okay, so let's see how this works. All right, so first I'm going to use the switch. All right, I'm going to say this: if the switch is one way, I want to sense distance. Okay, distance sensor. If the switch is another way, I want to use the sound sensor. All right, so here we go. I haven't even done this before. We're going to do it live. We're going to do it. All right, let's try. This will be fun. So I need a control, and I need an if else. So let's stick that in there. Okay, and then I'm going to get one of these, and I believe it was this one. Now to sense the switch, remember I used the button block. So I'm going to take the button block. Okay, and the button we connected to, I'm trying to remember, 11. Okay, and then I said pressed is low. All right, so if pin 11 is low, then, pressed, I don't even need, I was going to like say we had to put something here, but that's not, I don't even need that. Sorry, guys. I don't even need this guy. Let's get rid of him. Just go like that. Okay, so if it's low, then I want to do this stuff. Now, this is my code for the sound sensor thing. So if it's low, let's say I'm going to put all of this into this area, this then. So we've never done an if-else inside of an if-else, but we're going there right now. We're going to take this and put it there. Okay, so if it's low, then it's going to do this, this thing where it's controlled by sound. So let's upload this. I don't know if my switch is low or high right now. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so it's not doing anything right now. So I'm guessing that pin 11 is not low. So I'm gonna do this. And guys, just as a reminder, when I say low for pin 11, low is same as pressed. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this switch. There, now I get something. Hello. Okay. So it's working. So guys, when I flip, it heard me. When I flip the switch down, for me it's flipped down like this, then it uses sound. Here, let me turn it off by flipping it back up. Okay, so now it's like pin 11 is not low, so now it's doing nothing. Now let's make it do something. So this else right here, let's put the ultrasonic code. So we're going to say pins, where is it? No, not pins. Barnabas Robotics, ultrasonic. And let's see if you can remember. Okay, how do we use the ultrasonic thing again? Well, we have to say if we want to do something like if ultrasonics is less than, let's say, 5 centimeters, then open, right? So I'm going to go to, we need another control, and another if else, and let's stick it in there. Okay, so our code's getting a little crazy here, but this is working, guys. It's going to work. And then now I do need a test. And I think it's this one. I think it's this one. We'll see. Okay. And there. If ultrasonic in pin 3 and 4, I think that's correct. If it's not, we'll find out, but I believe that's correct. Okay, if ultrasonic is less than, let's go to variables and constants, get this 1 less than 5, okay? Meaning that something is 5 centimeters away. If it's less than 5, that means I'm close. We want to open, so that's going to be servo 90. Let's do that. Okay, and then if it's not less than that, then I want to go to pins. I want to do servo 1, because remember 1 also closes it, but it's the one that doesn't make any sound, for the motor won't make a sound, which is nice. All right, let's upload this crazy code, and let's see if it works. Sweet, look. So now it's like, oh, I want my box to be able to see me. I flip my switch that way. If I want my box to hear me, I can just flip the switch. Okay, so now look, it doesn't work anymore, but it can hear me. Open. Open. There we go. See, it didn't work the first time because remember, after it closes, it waits for 3 seconds. Hello. Okay, this is pretty cool. We've got, that doesn't work. Let's get that to work again. Let's move it. Turn the switch. And now, okay, what else can we do? Let's get this light to turn on. Let's have the light turn on if it opens. Okay, we're putting it all in, guys. We have pins, set digital pin. So whenever I got to find code, whenever my box opens, that's like this area here. Pin 7, because that's where the light is, high. Also, right here is where it opens, okay? So I'm going to go pin 7, high. Now, we also want it to turn off. We want the light to turn off when it closes. So let's also do that. That's code right here. So anywhere where I see a servo 9-1, that means it's closing, right? So let's turn it off. And then also down here. Seven off. Upload. Okay, now the light should turn on when it opens and off when it closes. Okay. On, the light's on, off. On, and close. Okay, let's make sure it works on the sound. Oh. Okay. Hello. Yep, it's working. It turns on. It closes. And then, oh, because it waits 3 seconds. See, it's still on right here. It's because it's waiting 3 seconds before it goes. You know, let's fix that. I want it to turn off right away. So that piece of code's like right here. So it opens, waits 3 seconds, and then closes. So let's make it turn off right here too. Set digital pin. That's the right place. Off is not high, it's low. Okay, let's upload that. Okay, so now when it closes, even on sound sensor mode, it should turn off right away. Hello, hello. Okay, see, it worked. And then off right away. All right, we're doing this, guys. Okay, the next thing is this. Going back to my ultrasonic, I also want to set it. Let's see. I kind of want to keep it open for a certain amount of time. So in ultrasonic mode, I want it to open. So that's right here, this piece of code. I also want it to open and for 3 seconds, and then also close. 90 pin 9-1, that's good. Okay, and then I want it to, let's also add this to make sure the light turns off. You actually don't need this here, but just so that it matches this code up here. Okay. Okay. Let's switch it back to ultrasonic mode. Okay. So that's working. So here's a dream that I've always had. So when we first started this project, I introduced to you that what would happen was that I would take this thing. Here, let me turn it. Okay, what happened is that I would take this thing to, robot show and tells, and then I would tell the kids and say, okay, you gotta put your hand there, open the box, and with the same hand, go ahead and grab something out of the box before it closes on you. Okay? So imagine like you go like that, and then you're like, boop, take your thing out, and then it closes. See, that's like super easy, right? Because it's, what did I put? 3 seconds? What if I wanted to make it so that, you see, remember the potentiometer? This dial right here? What if that dial could control how long it stays open so that I can change it so it's like super hard mode or super easy mode? That's a dream I had because I was doing it, I was showing kids, and then I got that idea while I was with the kids. I said, it'd be cool if I had a dial on there so that I can control, like if someone's super fast, they can just go in there like super fast and take it out. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm going to expert mode and see if you can do it. Let's do that right now. Okay, so I gotta go back and remember. Now this guy, where did we connect? Okay, so this goes to this yellow pin number. It's A2. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember. I forgot. The potentiometer is connected to A2. So let's do that. So I'm gonna communication. So whenever I'm just trying to play with these sensors and just get started, I like to always serial print. Serial print pins, and then it's analog 2. And then I got to glue it. Okay. And let's change this so it says analog, or I'll say potentiometer. Okay. Okay, you see it says it's doing the 0 for that one, and then it's saying the 0 for the sound sensor, and then 412. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the sound sensor out for now so it's not as confusing. Okay, so now it won't show the sound sensor data. Okay, so now let's do serial monitor. Okay, potentiometer 4.2. Oh, let me get out of the way so it doesn't get stuck. Okay, there. As I turn it, you see it goes to 0, and then goes to 1023. Okay, so that's working. Now I have to use this information, right? So I can say if it's like less than 500, make it do something, make it like super easy. If it's not less than 500, then make it super hard. Let's try that. So I need to go to the code that controls the delay after it opens. So let's find that. That is in the ultrasonic sensor, and it's right here. So this servo 990 is what opens it, and then this delay. So right now it's going to stay open for 3 seconds. So we need to do something there. Okay, I'm going to move this to the side for now. And we're going to go put another if else. This one right here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say control. I need to do another test. And I believe I want this one. Okay. So I'm going to say if analog pin 2. So if A2 is less than 500, so if it's less than 500, I want to make it easy or hard. I think I said, it doesn't really matter. Let's say if it's less than 500, let's make it easy. So if it's easy, that means that delay is 3000. That was pretty easy. You remember when I showed you, it was like too easy. Else, so if it's greater than 500, let's make it super hard. Let's not put a delay of 3000. Let's put a delay of 500. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. It's going to look at A2. If A2 is less than 500, it's going to delay for 3000. But if it's greater than 500, or it's going to do delay 500, which will be half a second, which is like, I think it'll be pretty much impossible. We'll see. Okay, and then let's make sure we put this back in there. So it's going to choose a delay, then it's going to close and turn the light off. Let's try it. Okay. Okay, I think it's, okay, let me do my serial monitor. Oh, it's 586 right now, so it's that means it's delay 500 because 586 is not less than 500, right? So it doesn't do the 3000, it does 500. Okay, so it's like impossible. Now I'm like, okay, well, all right. So if I had, some people really good, I turned it to there. Now let's say I want it super easy because I'm saying, oh, that's the wrong way. Got to go less than 500. Okay, there. Now it's like, okay, step right up, let's say we got the little kids come, right? Now it's super easy. Okay, and then let's say I have some older kids and they're like, oh, that's so easy, Mr. Ed. And I say, oh yeah? Well, let me crank it up for you. Let's see. Now try. Okay, now it's super hard. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So, some more challenges like, okay, so how would you do it? What if you wanted to make like different modes? Like if you wanted to say if it's between 0 to 300, set a delay. Between 300 to 500, a different delay. Let's say if they set it all the way to 1000, it's like impossible expert mode, right? So you can have as many different like ranges as you want. They're called different ranges. Right now we just have 2 ranges, which is if it's less than 500 or if it's greater than 500. Okay, pretty good. Let's just make sure everything works before I sign off here. So this is that mode, and then we have our light turn off and on. Then the switch makes it sound sensor mode, so like this doesn't do anything now, but I can, oh, it heard me. It's actually kind of sensitive. Hello. Hello. There we go. Hello. All right, very good. So that's working too. And then bringing it back. Let's bring it back to sound sensor mode, or not sound sensor, this mode. So right now it's on expert mode where it closes really fast. Oh, yeah. And then if I wanted to make it the easy mode, I just turn this. Now it's easy mode. All right. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty happy. Look at all the stuff that we're able to do because of all these sensors, and then our creativity, and not just that, guys, the creativity, but our troubleshooting skills. I can't believe that we were able to figure out the sound sensor thing. Actually, the thing with the motors, like the motor making a sound, I've never really come across that before. And so we figured that out together, live, real time. So that's it. I'm so glad that you guys could experience this with me, and have fun with your box, guys. All right, so we just finished adding our switch and also our sound sensor. So now our robot has a little bit more functionality. So that's it for now. What I encourage you to do is continue to experiment to come up with different ways that you can use our sensors and our other output components in order to build things. So just to recap, output components, things are sending things out. We have a light that sends light out. We have a motor that sends motion out. And in terms of input, we have a button. We have a button on the noggin that we use to trigger motion. We did that in the past. We also now have a sound sensor that can actually detect sound and do something whenever it detects sound. And another one we have is a switch that you can slide back and forth and make that do stuff. So have fun with these components. These, when I teach you how to use them, it's just kind of an introduction. The real magic happens is when you take what I taught you and then you come up with something like in your brain and think, what can happen if I take that and that? And then you kind of imagine, what that would look like. And then you actually go in, wire it, and code it, and then make it come to life. So I just want to leave you with that. If you do come up with something amazing, I want you to share that with me. So, shoot me over a video or a picture or whatever. Would love to see how you've been inspired by this project. Thank you for just trekking with me throughout this journey, and I will see you around. Take care.